Most people will never show you the documents that help them secure the UK Global Talent. And that is exactly what I'll be doing in this video. I am reading my personal statement word for word so you can hear how I presented my achievements, my research, my future ambitions to ensure that the endorsing body have an idea of what I'm up to. So I'll be reading that to you right from my tab. And this is a reading session. So take your time, enjoy the time with me. Okay, so the document needs to be compact, direct, and more. But the most important thing is that I think I should just go straight to the point. So you just consume it the way it comes. Okay, let's go into the document. Let's go into the document. Yeah, I've got it open. It's right here, and I'll just be reading that out to you. Now I'll start reading from here. I started off with my research achievements, publications, and progress to date, and it reads thus. I am an early career researcher in journalism and media studies with a clear path towards research independence and academic leadership. At the University of Kent, I successfully conducted a novel PhD research, awarded August 2025 without corrections, a distinction held by fewer than 8% of UK doctoral candidates. My thesis, Poverty, Politics and Oppress, uncovering the complexities of media coverage on Nigerian National Social Investment Program, developed two original frameworks, an hybrid critical discourse analysis model and a social welfare policy communication model. These frameworks advanced understanding of how traditional and digital media shape democratic discourses, stakeholders' engagement, and policy interpretation, addressing SDG 1 on poverty alleviation while offering practical insights for policymakers and civil society actors. Paragraph 2. My thesis is the first to combine media studies, political communication, and social policy analysis in the context of the Nigerian Social Investment Program. It examines how press coverage mediates public understanding of social welfare policies while highlighting the perspective of historically marginalized communities. This thesis is well positioned to influence scholarly works internationally, with theoretical frameworks expected to be adopted in subsequent studies across Africa, Europe, and beyond. Paragraph 3. I have published peer-reviewed articles in Q2 journals, including Global Knowledge, Memory and Communication and Cognitive Social Sciences, and presented at high-level international conferences such as AJMC, PCSC. And I'm currently preparing my thesis into book, The Politics of Welfare Communication, Lessons from Media Coverage in the Global South and North, which stands a good chance of being published with either Oxford University Press or Cambridge University Press, with a strong prospects for a 4-star REF rating. My scholarly outputs reflect a rare combination of originality, academic rigor, and practical relevance, positioning me as a rising research leader in media and communication studies with global reach. Please refer to the publication section of this application form for details of the impact that my work has generated on a world level. Now I move to the next paragraph where I talked about significant research funding awarded to date. So I was awarded the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, Doctoral Scholarship by Federal Government of Nigeria in excess of £95,000. The funding provides a strong foundation for a UK-Nigerian comparative study and positioning to secure 2026 British Academic Postdoctoral Fellowship. In 2024, I was a runner-up at University of Kent for 3 minutes thesis competition, presenting a complex research clearly to a multidisciplinary audience. Together with my TED Fund Award, this recognition demonstrates scholarly potential, sustain research excellence, and provide a strong foundation for securing future grant from UKRI, the British Academy, and other international funders. Now I moved on to UK academic integration. My integration into UK academic community is well established. As research assistant on a British academic GCRF funded Newman City project between 2022 and 2023, I contributed to a £1.2 million program exploring urban infrastructures of well-being. My ongoing project aligns closely with the British academic research priorities, including comparative studies of journalism funding models, coverage of social investment program in UK and Nigeria, and analysis of media representation of poverty. Then I transited to academic and teaching experience. So I said, I have over 8 years of cumulative international teaching experience in higher education in the UK and Nigeria. At the University of Kent, between 2021 and 2024, I taught undergraduate modules in journalism at the Center for Journalism and sociology courses within the School of Social Policy, Sociology and Social Research. My teaching philosophy emphasizes research-led instructions, practical engagement, and reflective learning. I have supported students in applying theory to practice, achieving employability outcomes, and developing professional skills. Additionally, I have taught part-time at GCSE and A level, consistently demonstrating my commitment to academic excellence and mentorship, preparing students for scholarly and professional success. At Lagos State University between the year 2017 and 2021, I was an assistant lecturer supervising dissertation, teaching courses, designing curricula, and also mentoring students in journalism and media studies, equipping them for careers in media, policy, and governance. And then I moved on to knowledge exchange, collaboration, and impact. And I wrote, I translate research into practical insight for media organizations, policymakers, and civil society. At Research Africa publication, I lead in initiative linking scholarship with public discourse, policy and policies and practices, collaborating with academics, journalists, and policymakers on media ethics, accountability, and digital governance. I founded Research Africa, a platform increasing global visibility of African scholarship, integrating research into international repositories, strengthening citations, and fostering cross-border collaboration. Coverage in Premium Times, The Nation, Vanguard reflects its impact, demonstrating my ability to generate research impact beyond academia and bridge scholarship, policy, and practice. Then I move on to my future research and publication plan. In the next 5 years, I will consolidate my doctoral research, publishing it as a book, producing high-impact journals on media and poverty discourses in Nigeria and comparative context. I will investigate AI, data ethics, and journalism to assess their effect on news production, news governance, and audience engagement, and of course, democratic discourses. I will lead collaborative projects connecting UK and international scholars, journalists, and policymakers, including UK Nigeria Comparative Media Studies Fellowship and the UKRI Future Leaders Fellowship proposals. I will develop digital methods, innovations, creating computational frameworks for discourses and social media analysis, and advanced comparative studies of independent journalism ecosystem in Nigeria and the UK. I will establish a Global South Media Research Hub, mentor doctoral students, and engage in science communication and public outreach. I will also pursue a policy impact agenda to secure funding for a permanent UK Nigeria research chair in media and democracy, ensuring my work strengthens UK research excellence, international partnership, and measurable social and policy impacts. And my last paragraph was, my research impact and innovation demonstrate my potential for global research leadership. With funded projects, international teachings, and cross-sector engagements, I am well placed to advance the UK's roles in media and governance scholarship. Global Talent Exceptional Promise endorsement will allow me to consolidate research, amplify policy impact, and strengthen collaboration addressing democracy, digital governance, and social justice. And that was all of it. So, what do you think? I hope this has been helpful. If you need further clarity on this, please reach out. In the meantime, I'll say thank you and goodbye. Cheers.